2020 are called to order concurrently at 6:05 p.m. Pursuant to Executive Order N-25-20 and N-29-20, members of the Planning Commission and staff are participating in this meeting via video link, Zoom, and/or teleconference. This is not an in-person meeting. Members of the public may observe this meeting on the City of Hawthorne website or on YouTube. Now we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance. Maria, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance tonight?
Did you say my name, Chairperson
Yes.
Smith? Okay,
Yeah,
thank
Maria.
you. Please put your hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it
stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Yes, Chairperson Smith,
Present.
Vice Chairperson Alshanable,
Present.
Commissioner Ortiz is not present, Commissioner Caraveo,
Present.
Mayor Richard.
Present.
Thank you. Oral communications. This is the time for oral communications. Because this meeting is not an in-person meeting, members of the public who wish to participate in the meeting were asked to participate by calling or emailing the Planning Department no later than 5:30 p.m. today, noting the item on which the member wants to speak. This information was provided on the agenda posted in compliance with the Brown Act on Wednesday, December 10th, 2020. At this time, if there were any messages left for oral communication, staff will either read messages on behalf of those individuals who wish to provide written comments for oral communication, or invite members of the public who wish to provide oral communications to speak through the Zoom application. Remarks, whether written or oral, are still limited to 3 minutes in duration. Staff, is there any participation from the public for oral communications?
There's no one present. I believe he's speaking on an item.
Okay, thank you. Planning Commission and Airport Zoning Commission consent calendar. There are no items. So we'll recess the Airport Zoning Commission. Planning Commission consent calendar. Couple items. Number one, consideration of Planning Commission and Airport Zoning Commission minutes for the regular meeting of August the 5th, 2020. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Through the chair, sir, I have a question regarding the minutes,
Okay.
if I may. Melissa, there was a part that said some communication was lost between commissioners and assistant city attorney. I know it was the 5th. Can you please just jog my memory? I can't remember.
I have the minutes and I'm going to pull them up right now.
Yes.
Off the top of my head, I don't recall. What does it say exactly? It says that there was
I'm sorry, I don't have it open in front of me, but word for word, it says some communication lost between commissioners and assistant city attorney. It was somewhere in the middle. I can't remember the item number.
Okay. I think it's that Nicole was not able to
Retrieve?
understand what was being said.
Oh,
So that's what that was. It's not an issue of what we were discussing. It's an issue of like a technical issue. She couldn't hear us.
okay.
Or it may have been shut down for a second, like actually lost communication. I'm trying to, that's happened once or twice. This is
Yeah.
for August 5th, right?
Yes, I just wanted clarification because I mean, I don't
That's what
remember
it
anything
was.
happening in the meeting.
No, it's literal, lost communication. Like either the camera went out or the sound went out, something like that. That's what that
No
was.
problem. Thank you. I'll move to approve if.
Second.
Is there It's been a motion made and seconded. Would you please call for the vote?
Vice Chairperson Smith,
Yes.
Chairperson Smith,
Yes.
Vice Chairperson Ashanable,
Yes.
Commissioner Ortiz is absent, and I believe he was absent from that particular meeting
Yes,
anyhow.
yes. Yeah.
Commissioner Caraveo
Yes.
and Commissioner Richard.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Number two.
yeah.
Sorry.
Sir, I don't know if we can vote on the second one because I believe 2 of the present members were absent.
That's right. I'd like to pull this one for next time. Thank you,
Okay.
Vice Chairperson Ashanable. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
So the item number 2 is being pulled for lack of quorum.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay, next item is continued public hearings. Parcel map number 2020 PM01, 5 lots into 2 lots. Now is the time and place to open the public hearing to consider parcel map number 2020 PM01. Senior Planner Chris Palmer will present a staff report.
Hi, Commissioners. The applicant asked that we actually continue this item to a date not specified. So that's fine with staff. Staff is ready to continue this item, and we'll bring it back to you when we have a date, and we'll notice it accordingly.
Okay. Then it will. Do we need to make a motion on that?
You
Okay.
don't need to make a motion as long as there's unanimous consent. Is there any objection to continuing this item? No. So it's continued. That's fine. We can do it that way.
Fine, thank you.
And the person that we have on online are they for this item or for a different item?
That's for the next item.
Okay.
Okay, so move on. We'll recess the Planning Commission, call back to order the Airport Zoning Commission. Airport Zoning Commission consent calendar. There are no items. Airport Zoning Commission new continued public hearings. There are no items. I'm going to call back to order the Planning Commission concurrently with the Airport Zoning Commission. Non-public hearing items. No items. Administrative items. 1. Approval of building colors per HMC section 17.30.010, 4263 El Segundo Boulevard, Hawthorne, California, commercial building.
Good evening, Commissioner. I will be presenting this item. Let me just share my screen. I do have a very short PowerPoint presentation for you. Okay, can everyone present see the PowerPoint presentation?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you, Commissioners. Good evening. I'm presenting the color consent application for a commercial building at 4263 El Segundo Boulevard. The property is located right on El Segundo Boulevard and the corner of El Segundo and Cedar Avenue. It's a very small building, 550 square feet. It is zone C3, so a commercial zone for this building. The Hawthorne Municipal Code requires that any exterior colors, as you know, be approved by the Planning Commission. So they're not changing the exterior facade of this building. They're just requesting to repaint the building. These are existing views of this building. As you can see, it's quite small. It has one roof sign, and if you can see on the side here, there's a large sign that says donuts on there, which this is not a donut shop any longer. These are the existing and proposed color scheme for this building. They're going to utilize very basic colors, overall white, and they're going to eliminate that red donut sign on the building and all of the red that is on the trim of this building. and they want to utilize black to give it a much cleaner look overall. Very simple, small building, as I mentioned. Therefore, staff recommends that the Planning Commission approve the color palette as proposed and request that the applicant use graffiti-resistant paint and or a coating and maintain the building graffiti-free. This is per city's HMC Chapter 8.22, and the applicant is aware of the requirement. And we do have him online in case you have any questions for him. And his name is Mr. Gregory Wells. And that concludes my staff report. If the commission has any questions.
And any of the commissioners have questions? No?
Maybe I don't know. Also, maybe if we're able to ask this question, I'm not sure if I have the information here. Not particularly about the colors, just about the building in itself. I know we're covering up the donut sign. I was just wondering what's going in the building now.
If we can have the applicant please answer that question. I'm not sure what proposed business.
Hello, it's going to be a fish market.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, if commissioners have no further questions, I'll call for a motion.
I'll motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Secretary, would you call the vote, please?
Yes, Commissioner Smith,
Yes.
Vice Chairperson Al Shanable,
Yes.
Commissioner Ortiz is absent, Commissioner Caraveo,
Yes.
Commissioner Richard.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Items to be placed on future agendas. Pre-agenda for the meeting on January 6th, 2021. One is building colors at 11862 South Prairie Avenue, number A, for Kids Boutique. And B is building colors at 13353 Prairie Avenue, Pound Penny. Item number 2, pre-agenda for the meeting on January the 6th, 2021. Building colors at 4059 West 142nd Street.
I believe we need to make a correction on that, Chair. I believe that should be January 20th would be our second meeting.
January 20th on the second one? Okay.
I'd also like to mention that, and Melissa, I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn here to make them aware of another potential item on the January 6th calendar.
That would be fine. This is really just informational for the commission. This is based on the request for that was made by Commissioner Caraveo regarding the hearings that are coming up, the notices that are being put out. We thought this might be a good way of doing it. We would just have a new item on the agenda that would
Okay.
have the items that are coming to you. So
Okay.
that would cover everything, hearing and non-public hearing. So
Okay.
we're hoping that is helpful.
Okay, I'd like Senior Planner Chris Palmer to, Chris, if you could mention the potential item on January 6th regarding the CUP.
Thank you. There's an applicant that's going to be coming in on Hawthorne Boulevard and proposing a physical therapy / massage business. And so that's at 14127 Hawthorne Boulevard. And that should be presented to you and noticed for the January 6th meeting. January 4th, I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now we'll call for commissioner reports. Any of the commissioners have any reports?
I mean, not necessarily a report, Chair. I just want to say, you know, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I wish we were under better times. Just stay safe and take care of your families.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Comments are the same to everyone. I do have a question I'd like to ask of staff. And if they could research and get the answer, and then they could call me tomorrow. I noticed over on 134th, 135th Street between Prairie and Hawthorne Boulevard, they resurfaced the streets over there. And then after they did that, in front of some of the houses, not all of them, they painted parking stalls. And I want to find, what does it take to get that done? And do you have to have everybody in the neighborhood approve it? Or can one person say they want to do it in front of their house? Because my house on 116th Street, it just gets jammed with cars parked there. And I sometimes I don't understand how people are able to get out of the parking stall. The cars in front and back are so close. So that's a question to staff, if they could let me know that. Because I might want to look into that for my block.
Sure, we'll check in with Public Works in regards to that.
You just give me a call in a day or two. No, there's no hurry on it.
All right, thank you.
Any other commissioners have anything they'd like to say? Yes, sir.
I want to thank staff for putting together the pre-agenda. That way we have a better idea what's coming up next for the Plan Commission meetings. And I want to wish everybody a happy holidays and a happy new year. See you guys next year.
Okay, thank you. And I also would like to wish everybody happy holidays, and please be safe and take care of yourself and your family. And I want to thank the commissioners for the support you've given me for this whole year. I appreciate it very, very much. Okay. So if there's no other comments, and if there isn't anything further from the commissioners, these meetings are adjourned at 6:22. Thank you very much.
Here.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.